So we got our school pictures back today. Yep, I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. But before you see this, you have to realize that I'm not dissatisfied with it, but I'm also not totally thrilled with the way that I come across in this photo. I look like a giddy student, a small giddy child, and I think it has to do with the way these photographers ask you to sit. I'm not going to say make you sit, because if I really wanted to change the way that I'm sitting in the photo, I could. But it's so much easier to just walk up, sit on the little stool, put your hands on your knees, and smile for the camera. As a result, you get this. Now, I am an attractive individual. There's no denying that. I have good self-worth. I have a positive self-image. I would like to adjust my jawline if at all possible, but that's mostly because my face is lopsided. But I find that it's endearing and forces people to look at you a little bit more. Not that I want people to look at me more, but it's nice to make eye contact. Eye contact is how souls catch on fire, ladies and gentlemen. And if somebody is forced to look at your face, even if it's because of an abnormality, you can make eye contact with them. But I want to talk about cameras in general. It's fitting because we just got our school pictures back, and obviously you need a camera to take those pictures. I will say, I don't even know why I said that, because obviously I'm going to say it. The photographers for schools and sports teams and various other activities will often, and if not always, use a dedicated camera of some sort, not a smartphone, which is what most people are using these days. And that is the specifics to this conversation. That is the specifics. That leads me into the specific portion of this conversation, which is that smartphone cameras have more or less completely overtaken the traditional camera world. Now, I don't know of anybody that's still using a film camera. Some people I'm sure are. I don't personally know anybody that still uses a camera with film in it that needs to be developed. I do know a fair amount of people that use digital cameras. Dedicated DSLR cameras to take more professional style photos. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to get a case and a bag and lenses and maintain it, get memory cards and all these things, straps to hold it and lens caps to cover. There's a lot that goes into maintaining and having a dedicated photo camera. But smartphone cameras are competitive with a lot of those. I don't know that they'll ever replace them entirely. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But there's no denying that a smartphone camera, a high-quality smartphone camera, can take really good photos. The issue with this is the sharing of the photos. And even with people with digital cameras, this is an issue. There are very few times anymore that I run into that photographs are taken and printed out to be shared. I don't think it happens all that much anymore. A lot of people choose to share on social media. A lot of people choose, Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter to put their photos out there and just say, hey, look at this. And you can even go so far as to put them into separate albums so that your friends and viewers can find your photos and see what you did on summer vacation 1994. Now, that would be really impressive if you went so far back to 1994, because neither Instagram nor Facebook existed. So you would have had to literally take a picture or scan a picture that you already had into your computer and then post it. But they're even going so far as to make printers now that you can just have an app on your phone. When you take your photo, you can edit, crop, orient your picture, send it directly to the printer in your home on photo paper, high quality. It can be done. So why are people not printing out photos and framing them and putting them in albums anymore? Because those things take up space. Space is a premium, especially with the increased population growth. You know? More houses means, or more people means more houses. Same amount of area. So houses either need to get smaller or taller. So horizontal space is at a premium. And even within our houses, we have so many material possessions, a lot of big items, TVs, refrigerators, sofas, hot tubs. All these things take up space. Our TVs are, we have projectors now in our living rooms. You need a blank wall to be able to use your projector, so you don't want to fill it up with photos, that's for sure. And that's sad to me, because I love going through my old family photos. I really enjoy it. And Mary Jane is working on backing up all our photos to put on CDs and print out special ones and putting our videos on DVDs and not just having them all stored on our phones or on our computers where they take up hard drive space. There's something to be said for still printing out a photo and sharing it with somebody, sitting there next to somebody and looking at an actual photo that you can pass back and forth and not just swiping through and viewing it that way. So, while the smartphone cameras may be high quality, they may allow for excellent photo taking opportunities, the fact of the matter is they can't replace a good old-fashioned camera, and don't keep your photos in your camera roll. Just swipe through constantly. Share them with somebody. Your parents, your grandma, your friend down the street even. Because how likely are you to just hand somebody your phone and say, here, go through my pictures and see what I did? No. Print them out. Put them in an envelope. Say, hey, these are for you. I'm going to cap this off with, there may or may not be a special extra upload next week when I get back to my computer to put these together and put them on. It may very well be the same day this video goes up, so it won't be a surprise. Well, it will be a surprise because you won't have had the forewarning. But Mary Jane wants to do a video together. She wants to record something with the both of us in it. We did one for her channel where I put makeup on her face. I didn't do a bad job. Some people think I did, but I didn't. It may, I don't know, it may be a Facebook Live video first and then be uploaded to YouTube later. The problem we have with doing that is we have to go way too long, and it makes for a really, really time-consuming event. But we plan on going to the drive-in movie this weekend, and it's about a 40-minute drive for us. So there's a good opportunity for us to record a car video, just like I do here every day, twice a day. And since I've decided against uploading an old video last week, 2 weeks ago, within the last couple weeks, I do owe my gracious 11 subscribers an extra video. So that may be something that's coming sooner rather than later. You'll just have to wait and see. But if you enjoy this content, I'm glad. I like doing it. I like talking to myself and looking like a fool when I pass other vehicles on the road, with my hand gestures and obviously moving my mouth when nobody else is here. But if you enjoy this stuff, please share it. Please refer a friend, as it were. They don't have to subscribe, but if there's a specific video that stands out to you, then feel free to share it either on YouTube or just to guide them to the page where they can watch it, or even on your own social media account. If you like something, then let your friends know, let your people know. This is by no means intended to be a viral thing, but if more people can hear what I have to say and are open to varying opinions on things, then so be it. One other thing I will say about, sorry for the rattling, but I'm trying to get some photos out of the envelope here. Look how many pictures they give you of yourself. I'm a teacher. I didn't order these photos. I didn't ask for this many. Every year, they give you 12.5 photos of yourself, one of which is enormous. Like, am I going to put this up in my own classroom? Am I so vain? We also get a class composite picture with our photo and the rest of the students. So I have plenty of photos. If anybody wants a signed photo, send me a message with your mailing address, and I would happily sign a wallet-sized photo and mail it to you, so you can have one for your desk or your refrigerator or whatever. Just hit me up in the comments, and I'll get in contact with you, and you can have a photo of me for your personal uses, I guess I'll say. We'll leave it at that. All right, have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday.